Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This defense for the Chiefs very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this is taken in at the 5. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Now they'll change things up. They'll run. It's Brashard Smith.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
70. 19 tight. 19. Ready.
Now Daniels.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
18, Rattler, 18, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Go. 19, Mustang 19, 70, 79. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL, and they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Chiefs at 9-1 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That's in the double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Across the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Mike Green able to record his 5th sack of the season. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Panther 11, Panther 79 Broncos, Panther 60, Panther 60.
To the air goes Daniels. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for KC. 43 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Mustang, top 92, Buffalo 18, 60.
Here's Daniels. This will be caught at about the 3. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Smith. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Chiefs 28, Eagles 14. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. The man in motion is Brown. 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
18, pioneer.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Powell. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
16 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Panther 11. Come on, come on. 19 Lions. 65.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's got the hook up here, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
18 Robert, Dragon 60. Knocked up. Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And this one complete to Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Warrior 70. Trap 60, Trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Smith trying to run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Rashard Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So, 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Smith up the middle.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
19, 7, Dragon, 6, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Daniels. And this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Offense set to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at a yard. They'll look to throw here. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
70, hot 70.
On 2nd down, here's Smith again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Chiefs have opened the lead up to 30.
Chiefs 45, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. Let's go. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now it's second and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, getting a little dab, been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Cowboy 80, 79 Broncos.
Now Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Off the RPO, he completes it. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Warriors 70.
To throw is Daniels. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 52, Eagles 14. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Tag. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Chiefs 59, Eagles 14. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
70, 10 11, 10 through 70, Cougar 19, Cub 19, Cub 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught. Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
To the air goes Daniels. He's going to air one out.
That is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs on in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Handoff, running left, Smith.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the